Hi everyone, welcome again to the Vortex. Today I wanted to talk to you about meditation, how to meditate, and how to get into that allowing state where everything you want just flows easily and freely into your experience. So, meditation is really the best tool to sync with your inner being and to get into that place where you just allow everything to flow freely into your life, for things to fall into your lap. Because what happens when we meditate, and I will tell you how to meditate to connect with your inner being, that's when we become one with Source, which is who we really are. And that's how we enter the vortex where everything we want exists. So, meditation is such a beautiful tool, and the best way to meditate is to clear your mind. So, my favorite formula, and I teach this all the time, is go to sleep happy, wake up happy, meditate to clear your mind, and write a page of positive aspects on a subject that is easy for you to like and love and appreciate. So to meditate, all you have to do is close your eyes, put on some air conditioning sound, use headphones if you have to. This is my favorite way. It cancels the noise, and just put on white noise or air conditioning sound works the best in my experience. And listen to the sound for 15 minutes to 20 minutes every single morning when you wake up to clear your mind. And all you're doing is listening to the sound, allowing the thoughts to flow, and getting to that place where you quiet your mind. So what I love to do is I have like a thought that just says, quiet your mind, quiet your mind, quiet mind, quiet mind. And it just really brings the mind to a space where there's no more thoughts, and you get to connect with your inner being. It takes a little bit of practice, but you can get very good at it very quickly with some momentum, because your inner being is so big. It's all this energy that is funneling down to you, and you just want to sync with that energy and taste the sweetness, the nectar of connecting with your inner being who loves you so much, and it's pure positive energy and love and joy. So this process, you sit for 15 minutes. That's my cat jumping over there. She's very good at meditating. So you sit for 15 minutes, or you lay down, play some sort of white noise sound. The why white noise? Because you don't have any negative thoughts about the air conditioning sound, for example. So you want to have some sort of white noise that doesn't take your attention away. You don't start to have negative thoughts. I kind of like the sound, and then you start to attract negative thoughts. You want to just bring your mind to a clear space. And from that clear space, you will start to feel detached from your body, and you will start to not know what part of your body is what. Like you can't tell your toe, the difference between your toe or your hand. You just become one with Source energy, which is who you really are. So isn't it like the best? It's just so wonderful to be Source energy, who you really are, and show up in that way for yourself every single morning. Can you imagine the momentum that you get into by clearing your mind, clear your mind in the morning to connect with your inner being. That's not even just that benefit. There's like so many benefits to meditating every morning to clear your mind. Another benefit is you raise your frequency and you get on the high flying disc. When you're on the high flying disc, your day goes by on the high flying disc. You attract people who are happy. You attract circumstances that are so wonderful. You attract perfect traffic flow. Everything goes your way. And another benefit is you quiet your thoughts, which are so active, and then you get in front of your thoughts so you can choose other thoughts. You can choose thoughts that you want to manifest. You can choose not to think certain thoughts. And you start to really become aware of what you're creating, what negative thoughts you hold, so you can change them. It's a really beautiful process. So definitely, if you want to get in the vortex, if you want to sync with Source, if you want to live a blessed life, if you want to live a magical life, if you want to live a free life, an abundant life, this is how to do it. Connect with your inner being every single morning, clear your mind to raise your vibration, which means to get in a happy mood like Source, and then you go about your day. But to amplify your attraction, right? So now you meditated, you cleared your mind, and then you just write on a sheet of paper positive aspects on a subject that is easy for you to love. Not to make anything happen, but to get your vibration to focus positively, to train your mind to look for what's positive. And this process is really the best, because these two together just put you really on the high flying disc where you're just like full of joy and passion and happiness. Your heart is about to burst from joy and happiness. So you just want to write down positive aspects, like for the beach or nature or your pet or your favorite city, your favorite meal, and then you just answer 3 questions. What do I like about you? So on top of the page you put, like, let's say the beach, then you put the question, what do I like about you? Then you answer that, like 5 or 6 answers. I like the scent, I like the colors, I like the beauty, I like how I feel at the beach, I like how it sparkles, I like the sky, and you continue. Then another question that you answer is, why do I like you so much? Because you bring me joy, because I feel the happiest when I'm at the beach, because I really love swimming. It represents freedom, and so on. And then another question that you answer is, what are your positive aspects? What are your positive aspects? You list all the positive aspects, like you're so abundant, the sand is so beautiful, I love the way the sky meets the sea, I love the endless sea, I love the endless water, you know. And this really brings your attention so focused positively that immediately you will feel so much joy. And then you go about your day and you will notice that it's like, wow, you have unlocked magic. But also the positive aspects, you can use it for so many things. You can fix any relationship. You can be in love with yourself. You can use it to activate positive feelings about money, about people, about situations, about homes, about cars, about everything. So you can switch your focus, and I will do another video specifically on positive aspects. It's top-notch process as a human being who wants to be source, who wants to be in the vortex, who wants to know their worth, who wants to love themselves, who wants to love others unconditionally, who wants to live in joy, and that's you. So that's why you're here. And when you are in this space of high frequency, you're in the vortex, you will receive ideas and impulses. These are inspired actions. When you receive ideas and thoughts and action that is inspired from a clear mind or from the high flying disc, you go and take that inspired action. So in meditation, when we clear our mind, we begin to receive our inner being's thoughts. Those are inspired action. So those thoughts really solve all your problems from the infinite intelligence level. So you start to receive what should you do, answers for what you've been asking for. You receive impulses to go to this market, to go to this coffee shop, to go to this store, and then maybe you meet that person, and it's just a joyful experience all the time. So it really makes you such a joyful person, and happy and loving and inspiring to others, and you will just start to have this endless positive energy about yourself, about your life, about the people in your life. And then the people that experience you are like lucky those who lay their eyes on you, right? So it becomes like that. This process, it meets like both worlds. You as a physical being and you as a non-physical being. And it just really doesn't get any better than that, because you want to be living in the vortex. You want to be happy. You want to feel abundant. You want to feel free. You want to feel joyful. Joy is really the key, right? We know we've heard this, but this is the path to that joy. And once you're in that joy, it becomes unconditional. But when you become unconditional, the conditions render themselves for you. So things start to fall in your lap. You have this thought, I would like to do this, and then next thing you know, it shows up. So you just become this blessed being. It becomes like you're just this magical, beautiful, blessed being, and you bless yourself, you bless others, you bless your family. You will notice that the frequency of your family, of your home, will elevate. Everything in your experience will start to elevate, and you will just live in this vortex bubble where things go just so easy. People are always wondering, how is everything working out so easily for you? Well, you're like, I tuned to source this morning. That's all I did. I quiet my mind, which is very normal. And then I got synced. Does that make sense? I don't know. Anyway, you sync with your inner being, and you become one with who you really are. You become one with your vortex. You become one with Source. And Source is who you are. You're liquid love. You're passionate. You're joyful. You're happy. You're empowered. You're just so beautiful. You're so perfect. And all you have to do is just quiet that negative chatter that is holding you back, and then step into the freedom of who you really are. Because what's happening is, when you think in opposition of your desire, when you think in opposition of your inner being, that feels like unbearable, because there's all this wonderful energy calling you, calling you, calling you, and you're trying to pull away this way towards the negative thinking, and it feels like so bad. So what happens is, when you meditate, there's endless, infinite things that you start to realize. There's so much benefit from meditating to clear your mind. Not to hear somebody guide you, not to hear somebody else's vibration, but just you clearing your mind, you doing that work for you. What happens is, you start to notice your feelings. You start to notice your guidance. What is it saying? It's an alarm. The alarm becomes immediate. When you think negative thought, you don't just go all the way down the road and then realize, oh, I'm in a bad mood. No, you actually realize right away. The alarm goes off. Beep, 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 beep. You're going in the other direction. You might want to do something about it. And then you do something about it. And then you start moving towards your inner being again. And you're happy and joyful, and everybody loves to be around you, and you love to be around people. But when you're negative, you just, everything sucks. You don't want to be, you're not nice to people. Just, you gotta force everything. You gotta force everybody. You gotta force the action. You have no clarity. You're just like, oh, okay, these people said I need to take this action. I need to force my action, and that's how I will get everything I want. So I'm gonna go watch porn videos to see what others are doing to get success. What am I doing wrong? So you see how that is the lackful programming that we have in our mind. It's been set up in many ways by many different aspects. And then we have who we really are, which is joyful, happy, loving, passionate, empowered being, and that's who you are. So get in the vortex, stay in the vortex. When you're out of the vortex, don't worry, just say, that's okay, I'm out of the vortex. Soon enough, I will get in. I know how to get in. So you train yourself how to get in the vortex, which is what you really desire more than anything else. And this process is the path to your inner being. What more do you want? There's no other explanation. There's no other path that is more beautiful than you living in concert with Source. You living in concert with your inner being. It's the most beautiful way to live, and nothing compares. And then you will start to be so selfish about it that nothing matters more than that you feel good, and you're no longer willing to sacrifice being in the vortex for anybody or for anything, because there's so many wonderful people out there with great intentions that want to help people, but they are activating the negative aspects first and then taking you to the positive aspect, which is very normal. We've been trained to do this. But once you become a master at your energy, a master at getting in the vortex, there's no fooling you because your guidance, your emotions immediately tell you, ding, 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 this is not right. This person activated this thought, and this thought does not feel good. You need to do something about it, or you will be very uncomfortable. And you no longer can tolerate feeling uncomfortable. So then you start to live everything from that space where you feel beautiful all the time. You feel joyful. You have a joyful heart. You're ecstatic. You're excited. You feel free. And that freedom, because it's who we really are, we're free. We're just fully free because nobody can think thoughts for us. We can choose our thoughts, and that's how we are free. And that freedom starts to grow. Once that freedom takes momentum, your life just starts to flow. You're just flowing like source, and you're going downstream, and you're just choosing what you wish to live, and then you're taking that beautiful action that feels easy, and then it all comes together, and you're like, wow, it's magical, and I did that, and it's me. It's my life. It's a beautiful life. I'm so blessed to be alive. And that's how you can feel blessed to be alive every single day. And that's my wish for you. That's my purpose in this video, or just sharing in my channel. I'm here to bring you the vortex. I'm here to bring you the vision of your power, the vision that you hold for yourself, your inner being's calling. I'm here to show you your inner being's calling. It's for you, it's ready, it's calling you, it's magical, and it's all just for you. Thanks for watching again. I'm so excited to share with you and to just share ideas, bounce ideas back and forth. Let me know if you have questions. I love to answer all your questions from inside the vortex. And I will see you soon on the next video. Take care.